All right. What's going on, everyone? Aaron here, Clean Cuts Lawn Care. It is Monday morning. As you guys probably know, the past 6 to 8 weeks, Monday has been my maintenance day. You know, sharpening blades, cleaning the decks of the mowers, greasing everything, just getting everything ready for the week ahead. Last week, the whole week got scrapped because of rain. I spoke about that in another video. So I already did all the maintenance, and I figured today I would go ahead and get a jump on the routes. Where I'm heading, though, I'm actually going to the furthest one we have total. The furthest three, they're not far, but they're the furthest. I keep saying that. The last few mows, I moved them to bi-weekly. Well, guess what? Last week was their mow week. So the other two I'm not worried about. They don't grow a whole lot, especially right now. But the one I'm going to does. It could not wait because it's supposed to be Thursday. It needs to be done now. So I'm heading there first, then I'll go start the route. How far I'm gonna make it today, I don't know. I have a doctor's appointment at 5 o'clock. I already went out there and did my blood work last week, so I only have to do the appointment, which is done through a medical app. And to be honest, after this winter, I will no longer be going to this doctor. It's a doctor that specializes in sobriety and mental health. It's more like a monthly checkup, but you know, I've been sober almost 7 years. Listen, I never got a big head about sobriety. Anything can happen to anyone, but the truth of the matter is I don't need to be going. You know, as far as my mental health, well, I've been a psycho my whole life. I don't think at 40 years old much is going to change there, so it is what it is. All right, it's pretty dry back there, so I'm gonna use the 52 inch to try to pick up a little time here, since I had to do that other one first. I already warmed everything up this morning. I let everything run for a while. Heavy ass bag. past couple months, at night when I'm sleeping, I've been getting these real bad pains in my hip. Normally, it's been my right side for the most part, but it's only been at night, you know, when I'm trying to sleep. And then today, pretty early this morning, my left hip, it feels like I just have a knife just jammed in there. It won't go away. I mean, I'm struggling to walk right now. And I gotta say, it is pretty concerning, even though I'm young. You know, I spent all them years working for my parents' trucking company, doing appliance delivery. You know, we did 20 to 23 deliveries a day, 6 days a week. Did that for about 10 years, maybe a little more. And you know, some of them deliveries, it wouldn't just be one appliance at the house. You know, it's a whole house of appliances. What we did, you know, we also were responsible for removing old appliances, hauling them away. We had accounts with Sears, H.H. Gregg, and Best Buy. And you know, you had a strap like this that would go around one shoulder. That strap would go under the appliance and then around your partner's shoulder, same way. And that's how we carried each and every appliance in and out all day long for all them years. Then my first 5 years in the tree industry, you know, first 5 years I didn't have a loader. So, you know, we drug all the brush by hand, we loaded all the wood by hand. Even the last 5 years, you're still dragging brush non-stop. You're not always using a loader. Sometimes you are loading wood by hand, even though you have a loader. Sometimes you can't get the loader to, you know, to the wood. So I'm wondering, you know, like, man, did all that, is all that catching up with me? You know, in areas like that, you know, my joints, my knees, and it sucks because, you know, I'm not young, but I'm not old, you know. But yeah, I was already concerned with the hip pain at night, but I wasn't overly concerned. Now I'm a bit more concerned. So just have to kind of wait and see. You know, what are you gonna do? People fall apart. got one more to do, but before that, let me give you a piece of advice I wish someone would have gave me, before I started or in the beginning, when I started. The biggest one would be, if you don't take your business seriously, then why should they? Okay? Wish someone would have told me that right away. 2, so I'm gonna give you 3 pieces. 2, these people are not your friends. Don't act like you're their friend. Act like you're a business owner who's doing work for them. And 3, have every single person credit card on file immediately. So we do have a lot of credit cards, but there are still those people who didn't want to do it. We still allow them to write us checks. Now next year, you cannot even hold a spot on our schedule for any service, no service, without credit card on file prior to the service's beginning. There's no exceptions. I don't care if you've been writing checks for the last 102 years. You have to have the credit card on file. However, this person here, 2 months ago, he was given his final warning. He was told, this is your final warning. We will not allow you to pay us late anymore. If you do it again, we are going to have to take you off of our route. Oh, I understand. You're right, okay. Last month, I told Robbie, start in the front yard. I said, and if you see this mother trying to leave, you stop him and you get our money. Sure enough, this dude tries backing out right past Robbie. Robbie goes, stops him and goes, did you get your invoice last week? Yeah, I got it. Did you get your message yesterday saying we would be here today for service and payment? Yeah, I got it. Where's the payment? Well, how much is it again? Had to go back inside and get the payment. That's what I'm talking about. So, do a service today, knock at the door, no check. So, he will be... What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to call him here in a little bit after my appointment, tell him I need his credit card information. I'm going to put his credit card information in. I'm going to charge it, and that's how he will be billed from here on out. I'll tell him that. If he does not give me his credit card information, obviously he will be dropped. What I'll do is I'll come here next week like normal. I'll knock at the door, because funny how the following week he's always home after he misses the payment. I will go straight to the door, collect the payment, get right back in the truck, and go. Because if I do not follow through with this, what does that say? What's it say about me? It says I'm a punk, I'm weak, my business is a joke, and I enjoy you walking all over me and making me chase my money around. I like that shit. That's, to me, where I come from, how I grew up, that's what it says. So, yeah, he either will have to turn over that credit card information tonight, or I will come pick my payment up next week, and on the chopping block, he will go, whatcha? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, some people may say, Aaron, you're dropping quite a bit of customers lately. Aren't you nervous? No, not one little bit. I'm not losing a minute of sleep over it, because these aren't the customers I want. These are headaches, okay? And the only aspirin you can take for these kind of headaches is getting them up off your route and out of your life. You don't need them. They're problems. That's it. As soon as spring hits, my phone will blow up. Listen, if we wanted 200 customers right now, we could have already had 200 customers. But not all money is good money. And right now we're getting rid of the bad ones. So, all right. Alright, so I just wanted to show that 36 for a minute. It's the one we picked up at the end of the year last year. We were really counting on that mower kind of being like our go-to everyday mower. It was never the case because that mower is so heavy. It's way heavier than 52-inch walk behind. It has no sweet spot when you're turning, no matter what you do. When the grass is fine and I'm not going to tear it up, I might be a little rough on the turns sometimes, but typically what I do is when I'm turning, the pivot wheel I will slowly bring to a stop and then do like short releases as I'm turning with the other wheel. But most of the time, even that's not going to help. If the yard's very, very wet, or like you've been in a drought. Typically we're pretty good though. That 36, there's no sweet spot. It doesn't matter how you do it. It pulls way too hard. It's way too heavy. Typically, no matter, even if you bring both wheels to a slow, if you move that pivot wheel at all, even in little spurts, while you're rotating, you miss your line by a mile. It's the most uncomfortable mower I've ever used. If anyone was wondering why I was bringing those leaves right to the curb there, in this city she can't pay for a cleanup. She don't have the money. So I try, after we mow, to hurry up and hit the leaves really quick, at least in the front. You're allowed to leave them like a foot off of the curb in this city for pickup. So it was covered in leaves. Now it's pretty clear and the leaves are over there. Who knows what's going to happen to them, the wind, rain, whatever, but at least I tried. So yeah, that 36, man, there's just, it's honestly it's a hard mower to operate, to be honest. Could be a pretty good week, you know, as far as that goes. Maybe it won't do as much bagging as I thought. So alright guys, if you liked the video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, let me know everything I'm doing wrong, and keep them edges clean, boys. I'm out.